wrestling his style of match, and he's coming up on a big payoff.
Hey, welcome back to Smackdown vs. Raw 2007 GM mode, and we're bringing you Judgment Day. And if you want to see more of these, subscribe, and we'll get into this.
Wait a tick.
Yeah, so this is WWE Judgment Day. Wrong Judgment Day, dude. Alright, so on the show, we have John Cena taking on Chris Benoit for the United States Championship. And in the main event, we have The Big Show, the #1 contender, taking on The Undertaker. But to start things off, we have a triple threat tornado tag team match for the WWE Tag Team Championships. So Edge gets the Tony Channel special. So here are the tag team champions. Rated RKO. And here comes the Great Khali with his tag team partner Umaga. But I'm going to show you a bit of what's happened leading up to this, because if you've been watching the last couple episodes, this will make a bit more sense. So yeah, just showing off Raw and Smackdown and the reports, with Batista becoming the Intercontinental Champion. So you can see in the Power 25, Raw is still dominating. With Cena as the US Champion there. We're struggling a little bit at the moment. And this is an update on the champions. And you can see there's a bit of a trend with the unsatisfied wrestlers. They want a championship. And that rivalry attack is definitely going to come back to bite me later, which you'll see. So we see Chris Benoit defeating John Cena for the US title. And RVD gets that serious injury. And yeah, like I was saying, we're nearly down about 400,000 fans currently, with Raw still beating us. And RVD's got the he's got a disc issue. So we're going to do some trades. We're going to get Carlito and Lita for Nitri, Mercury, and Melina. They weren't really doing too much, showing off that disc issue, because Rob Van Dam, he had the back spasms, but I just let him go, and Benoit actually injured him. So we're going to trade for Rey Mysterio, also getting rid of the Boogeyman, Matt Hardy, and Daivari. And some of the trades didn't really work, but eventually it did. And in the main event of one of the shows, we saw Kurt Angle taking on Mark Henry in a backstage brawl. Kurt Angle just wanted some milk. Henry wanted something else. And the guys went back and forth till eventually one man took control. And that man happened to be the World's Strongest Man, defeating Kurt Angle with the World's Strongest Slam in the bar brawl. So going back to Judgment Day, we're kicking things off with a hardcore triple threat, and we're bringing out the rest. Yes, the rest of the superstars. So the newly traded for Carlito. Yeah, so we also have Chris Masters. And yeah, if you want to see more, like, subscribe to get notified to get more of these episodes. And we're starting things off with Carlito going straight for Umaga's nuts. And I'm controlling Edge in this bad boy. A lot of action happening. Went immediately for that steel chair. Ooh, nice DDT by the Rated R Superstar. Alright. Carlitos went to the nut shot twice, 30 seconds in. We're trying to get... There we go. The Great Khali getting thrown over the top rope like he's a cruiserweight. How do you like that, man? Yeah, so recently I did trade for Umaga and Carlito. And we see him in action here for the first time. We recently saw a Beat the Clock challenge, which was kind of interesting, where we saw the Big Show get his #1 contendership, and that's he's going to be facing the Undertaker on the show, and that's going to be a bit interesting a bit later. Oh, it's at the Edge-O-Matic on the outside. Nice counter by Umaga. What's Edge thinking here? Doing something with the ring post. Oh yeah, pretty much everyone's got a weapon right now. The Great Khali doesn't need a weapon. Do you see those hands? There's a lot of steel. I love that old steel chair sound. Bonk.
Edge is such a jerk. I'm amazed that he still has a job on Raw after some of the stuff he's pulled.
Yeah, so this is for the tag team belt. So this is when I was going through it, I was trying to get Chris Masters and the Big Show the belts, and then eventually I did, and then I tried to give Rated RKO the belt, so it took 2 weeks, but they eventually won. So they're defending him in this bad boy. Look at that Irish whip. Whoa, the camera giving me bloody, I was gonna say jaw drop. What? Masters is now on his knees. Yeah, look at the sledgehammer, the chairs. The ref has no control over this. And the game's, yeah, freaking out a bit. I don't know if it does in like 6-man matches on the 360, but sure as shit looks better than a PS2. We've got some finishes. Edge with that bulldog. Oh my god. You know, this is going to be a common theme with the 360 controller. It just disconnects as Edge takes the Samoan spike, courtesy of Umaga. And Chris Masters, oh look at him, he's got the Master Lock nicely applied on the Great Khali. Oh, pretty close to a tap out. I think Edge is gonna, yeah, thinking of a quick pinfall to get out of this match. Like, the Great Khali is actually taking the most damage in this thing, and he's the biggest guy in the match. Another bloody arm dog? Bulldog. Oh, Khalid missed it. Oh, only a 1 count from the masterpiece. Oh, again with the steel chair. Oh, Khalid with the steel chair shot. Edge thinking they're going to hot shot the Great Khali. Oh my god! Khalid took out his own partner, then with the backstabber, then the Edge-o-matic. Edge going for the pin on the Great Khali. Khali's hurt enough, this could be it, and it's done! Rated RKO, defend. Oh, wait a minute. So the game frickin' froze on me. So now we have to simulate it, and we have new tag team champions with the Great Khali and Umaga. He's going to defeat these freaking giants. The game screwed me, but Rey Mysterio defends his Cruiserweight Championship. The newly drafted, traded for Ken Kennedy defeats Booker T in his pay-per-view debut. Kurt Angle defeats the World's Strongest Man. And now Chris Benoit defending that United States Championship against John Cena.
From Atlanta, Georgia.
So the dude's from Atlanta, Georgia, but we don't need anything else. Taking on the Master of Thugonomics, Mr. 54, John Cena. So this match was originally going to be a triple threat match with Rob Van Dam, but you did see Rob Van Dam has the something disc. Cannot say it, I'm not a doctor. Oh, John Cena, right on that neck. But yeah, Van Dam's injured for quite a while. He's been out of action last 4 weeks of shows on the schedule, so it's been pretty rough for the former ECW champion. Sitting on the bench while Chris Benoit and John Cena, because the rivalry was originally Benoit and RVD, and then you saw it the first couple of episodes. I was trying to get some revenge with Rob Van Dam over John Cena. Didn't work out. Van Dam got his ass kicked in a parking lot brawl. And then Chris Benoit with the rivalry attack, which I didn't actually realize injured people. So a pretty expensive lesson. Having someone who was pushing quite hard get taken out. So we've got Chris Benoit with the sharpshooter, nicely applied on the former WWE champion. Alright, so Benoit is obviously the better wrestler out of the two. There's no disputing that. Alright, both guys just staring at each other. Cena with a nice, quick reversal. So back in these days, yeah, John Cena's quite young, but he's not too young to take the damn crossface. Look at that. Benoit really wrenching back on it. Cena's pretty close to the ropes, but he's not going to get it. Benoit's going to break the hold because, yeah, back in SVR 2007, it was like a 12-second timer on those submissions. Ooh. Nice chop by Benoit. Oh, what's he thinking? He's going to toss Cena out of the frickin' ring with this one. Oh, absolutely rough landing. The cameraman. Oh, Benoit. The suicide dive. Yeah, ugh. Goodness gracious, Benoit. Goodness gracious indeed. Wait, he's already taken Cena down. He's already orange. He's hit about 3 submissions already. Benoit's got that stored finisher. If he hits a diving headbutt or even another crossface, John Cena could be done. Alright, Cena in the middle of the ring this time, taking the crossface. Look at him. Benoit's just wrenching on him. The thing is, yeah, Benoit's worked on the back in this match. He hasn't worked on the face. But look at it, he's freaking ripping his head off. And this thing, absolutely ripping it. Rip it and grip it. Benoit going for the pin. Is this going to be a 3 this early? Whoa, that was a 3. You know, that's a 3 in most countries. But Nick Patrick doesn't think so. Benoit decided not to complain using his veteran awareness. Cena keeps going to the chop game. It's not going to work, man. You're facing the guy who's literally called a crippler. And he's going to... Oh, he's going to toss him out of the ring again for the second time. Cena's back. It must be killing him. Is Benoit really going to jump over the top? Yeah, there he goes. Woo! And he just kind of tags Cena's leg there. Alright, Benoit, you got to get him back into the ring, dude. Yeah, there's no real point hitting a crossface on the outside. Saw Benoit was in the Beat the Clock challenge, and he actually got defeated by Rob Van Dam with the 5-star frog splash. Maybe that, yeah, maybe Benoit want to attack RVD. And he definitely injured him. Yeah, Cena and Benoit can probably take credit for that. Because, yeah, once Rob Van Dam is back, he will be in contention for that US title for sure. Look at those chops. Goodness gracious, he is the chop master. Again, he's just going to go into that stem and is done. Yeah, this is the AI strat. Oh, he's just staring at him. Now Benoit's got 2 finishes. He could even hit Cena with an FU if he wanted to.
I don't think there's a superstar in the history of WWE who's gone from rookie to WWE champion as quickly as John Cena has.
Right, so Benoit back into the ring. Every time Cena does anything, it's just... Oh, and Cena's getting tossed out by a kick. Oh, Van Dam. I just got RVD on the mind. RVD sitting at home, wanting revenge on Chris Benoit. Like Benoit's actually taken Cena to the woodshed.
Superstars have been going hard all match. They sure have. And that's where the
Cena, you got to do something. Oh, aggressive chop by Benoit. Another crossface, and it could be all she wrote, as Taz would say. Oh, Cena, this is not a good time to sell the ribs, dude. Benoit thinking maybe driving headbutt. Oh no! Convinced me he was gone for a headbutt there, but freaking missile drop kick in the corner. Oh, Cena clutch counter. Oh, the ref getting in the way. Ref, get out of the freaking way, man. Oh, here we go. Benoit. He's got the crippler crossface locked in again. Is Cena going to tap? The former US champion, is he going to tap? Oh, look how close that is. Oh, Benoit has to break the hold due to the SVR rules. And what is Benoit doing? He's just kind of kicking Cena along. Kicking along, and he's just standing there. And he's going to go for the pin. After about 15 seconds. 1, 2, 3. So still the United States champion. So Chris Benoit defeats, I wasn't even going to say, God, if I could speak English, I was going to say a game John Cena. John Cena didn't even bring his game. The dude needed a Gatorade. He had the Audi version of Gatorade. It didn't work out for him. So Chris Benoit retains the US Championship. We're moving on to the World Heavyweight title now. Can the Big Show defeat The Undertaker in a Hell in a Cell match? So we saw the Big Show defeat The Undertaker's brother. Yeah, sorry, Tony. Yeah, we saw the Big Show defeat Kane in a very impressive time in the Beat the Clock challenge to get this #1 contenders match against the Dead Man. The Undertaker's actually been on quite the losing streak. He hasn't won a match since he defeated the Boogeyman. And it's all thanks to me. No, it's not. But The Undertaker's actually been quite the loser. But here we go. This is very reminiscent of The Undertaker and the Big Show's Punjabi match. That is not me slowing the game, folks. That is the game. I'm getting a bit concerned that it might freeze. There we go. Undertaker with a sidewalk slam. And yes, I am controlling The Undertaker because I think The Undertaker, and Teddy Long thinks this as well, it's best for business if the Dead Man retains this world title. His popularity, even though it's went down in recent weeks with those losses, is still better for the show than the Big Show. Big Show. Here we go. Undertaker scaling the cell. Now, I'm quite concerned that I'm going to fall off. Are you serious? I'm going to fall off immediately. Nearly fallen. And, oh, goodness gracious. The Undertaker broken in half. Big Show freaking working on the jaw now of the Dead Man. This is ridiculous. Undertaker's already getting wrecked. Already fallen off the cell. I should have had a damn counter how many times I'm going to fall off this freaking thing. Alright, what am I thinking here? Okay, just a stomp. Do a running DDT. Oh, no. Yeah, the AI definitely don't want any part of that announce table. Gonna get myself back up if I can. Here we go. Yeah, it's definitely a bit weird when you go back to SVR 2007 when you're playing 2K23. They're quite different games. Okay, Big Shot. Big Show. The Big Show is acting like a Big Shot. Just completely missing strikes by The Undertaker. He's supposed to be the best bloody striker in the game. He's definitely not. Ronda Rousey would have hit more. Right, Undertaker, you got to do something here. You got to throw that freaking big boy over the cage. Come on, you can do it. I'm just missing everything. Oh no, here it is. I'm going down. Oh my goodness. Went completely down to Chinatown. Falling off the top of the cell. And then the Big Show. The big fat show tonight. Absolutely stomping The Undertaker's ribs. And then it... Oh. Michelle McCool's not going to be happy with that one. Alright, The Undertaker is pretty much all orange everything. Besides a couple of yellow limbs. But this isn't good. This isn't good for The Undertaker. Yeah, this really isn't good for the current World Heavyweight Champion. He's striked hard with that DDT on the top of the cell. I'm concerned the controller's going to... Oh! Okay, if this guy wasn't a dead man, he'd be dead now. Is the Big Show going to go for a pin? No, we cannot. Undertaker getting out of it. Don't go back up top. Oh, look at me. I'm not listening to my own advice. Why do I keep continuing to go up here? This is absolutely silly. I should be trying to do like an ultimate control choke slam. Oh my goodness, he's just missing every strike imaginable. Again, and this effing control. That's what happens when you're using the controller from 2008. Oh my goodness. And the Undertaker's fallen off the cell for the 4th freaking time. What is the Big Show doing? The Giant is slowly making his way over to the Undertaker, passing that undisputed belt, and Big Show's going for the pin. Oh my goodness. This is it. Okay, and and my tears, and now it has to load because yeah, the controller's back in, and I've lost. Shit, indeed. The Big Show, the World Heavyweight Champion, once again. I'm absolutely lost for words. The Undertaker, me controlling the dead man, complete and utter failure. I don't know what's going on with me in this game. I'm absolutely playing like a jabroni. Look at the Big Show. I don't even know how he got that belt around him. That's a big effort though. Look at him standing tall over the Undertaker at Judgment Day. So the Big Show comes out of nowhere, wins the Beat the Clock challenge, and defeats the World Heavyweight Champion. Well done, Big Show. I guess I'll give you your cred, man. The Undertaker absolutely sucked. And yeah, showing some of the results. The fan change. Holy freaking shit. 325,000 fans have come over to the Smackdown brand. They're loving it. They're loving what Smackdown shot. They're liking what Teddy Long and the Bensters doing. Alright, we're showing off the trade. Yeah, I can't believe we got rid of the big boogeyman. We should have got rid of the Undertaker at this rate. Guy's an absolute scrub. Look at those fans. And Eddie Guerrero has announced somehow the ghost of Eddie Guerrero is coming back, and I'm excited. So yeah, we see Eddie Guerrero and Chavo.
Latino Heat.
Yeah, we're gonna sign Eddie and Chavo Guerrero. Bamp. And this is the champion. So we got the Big Show, the tag team champions, and yeah, Taz is in his digress ways showing us some advice. And yeah, those are the match ratings. Got a 3.5 star rating for a Hell in a Cell match with the Big Show. Alright, still not the top of the Power 25. Batista still, yeah, rocking that. Yeah, we're not the tag team champions, are we? Because the game had to freeze. I think Chris Benoit, you'd think he'd be higher than that. Look at that, the Big Show's 24. Last week apparently he was 16. What the hell? But look at that Smackdown viewership, 5.1. That is some crazy ratings. I think that deserves a slap of the like button. But what am I supposed to do? So there's about 2 months to the Great American Bash. Now I feel like Vince McMahon. I'm gonna have to just fill this show up, man. Come up with some ideas. And if you want to like and subscribe and see what I do, come along for the ride. See you on the next one.